Hey guys, and welcome to term 2 physical education, and this term is all going to be online, which means we're doing it from our own home, or if you're lucky enough to get down to the local park or oval, that's even better, to get a bit of a change of scenery and get out in this beautiful weather. So what we're going to be doing each week is focusing on a fundamental motor skill, and the first fundamental motor skill we're going to be looking at is catching. And for that, I'm going to be using a ball. I've just got a squishy stress ball here. You can use a tennis ball if you've got one, but if you don't have a ball, you can actually use a pair of socks. So if you get these socks and you put them together and fold them up, it makes almost like a beanbag type squishy ball, and it's really good for learning how to catch because it doesn't bounce out of your hands when you go to catch it if you're just beginning. So for this demonstration, I'm going to start with the pair of socks because it is a lot easier to catch than a bouncy ball. And some of the things we're going to focus on today or throughout this week are individual tasks, so we're going to be doing them by ourselves, and the other part of it you'll be doing with a partner, a parent, a sister, a brother, a mum, whatever it is, you're going to be doing some partner work. So what we're going to focus on here with our pair of socks or our ball, we're going to look at our catching specifically. So we're going to make sure we're standing in a really good solid position, bent knees, getting ready to move our body if that ball or pair of socks goes a little bit left and right. We're just going to start by throwing the ball underarm straight up in the air and following that ball or the pair of socks with our hands, and then catching it safely with Spiderman hands touching together. So we're going to up and down, up, and we're going to do this until we feel nice and comfortable, not taking our eyes off that ball, because if you do that, you don't know where the ball is going to land. So we're going to make sure we hold that ball up and we catch it. Now if we do throw the ball and it goes a little bit wonky or in front of us or behind us, we need to make sure we're able to move. So don't have concrete feet where you're just reaching for the ball. You need to be able to move to catch that ball. So your first task as an individual task is to do as many throws as you can up in the air, as high as you can, while safely catching that ball in two hands, just like this here. The next one, we're going to get a partner. So Jess, come in here. So for this one, you're going to be working as two. So now I'm going to be facing my partner. We're going to be doing the exact same thing, except we've got a partner throwing it to us, which is going to be a little bit harder. So I'm going to point to my partner here. I'm going to take one step in to face my partner. I'm going to underarm, and she's going to have her hands joining like this and waiting for that ball with bent knees, bent elbows, and she's going to move her hands to wherever that ball goes. So she'll throw it to me now, underarm. So underarm, Jess. Yeah, and I catch that ball nice and safely. Now the idea with a ball is that we make sure we have soft hands so the ball doesn't just bounce out. Can you throw me that ball again? If I don't have soft hands, it's going to bounce straight off my hands. So how I create those soft hands is by giving with the ball. So throw now, and I give with that ball and I nest it safely in my hands. So the challenge here is to get 10 catches in a row, all right, between you, so 5 each. Here we go. Once you've done that, you can then start to take a step back and make it that little bit harder. So I'm going to throw here, she's going to catch it. If she catches that ball, she takes a step back, throws it to me. If I catch that ball, I take a step back, and we're going to see how far away we can get as a pair, and each day we're going to work on beating that and seeing if we can go further and further each time. So 2 challenges for this week. 1, get yourself a pair of socks or a ball, and you're going to do some individual catching. So the first one is just up and catching that ball, up and catching the ball, and the second one is getting a partner and doing throwing and catching with a partner, focusing on your catching, and then challenging yourself by taking a step back every time you catch that ball. Give it a go, guys. See how you go. Enjoy.